Hi everyone, Emma here. So I have something to show you that I got from Michael's, and I heard about this stuff from another YouTuber that does a lot of wire wrapping, and she has a video out there called 10 hacks that I wish I knew when I started wire wrapping, and this is one of them. So this is called Tool Magic, and it's to coat the tips of your tools so that you don't scratch up your work. So I'm grabbing, that's not what I want. I'm grabbing my needle nose pliers. I guess it's the pliers that I need them for. There. So I got this at Michael's. It sells for, let me see, $15 Canadian, and I used a 30% off coupon, which ended up it ended up being $10.50. So it kind of gives you a, let's get that, see if I can get the glare off there. It gives you the instructions here, because I looked everywhere else, and this is all warnings of use in a ventilated area, and if you get it in your eyes, things like that, first aid. So then you just dip your tool, take it out, let it dry for 3 hours, and then use it, and you can peel it off. So I, as an artist, a watercolor artist, I have some stuff that I suspect is similar to this. So I may pull those out and do a comparison. And what I use it in watercolor for is, because watercolor uses water, you maintain the white of the paper to create white, so you don't paint white in watercolor. So you use this stuff, you water it down with some water, and then you paint it on to the areas you want to keep white, and then you can paint over it and it won't go through that area. And then when you're all done, you just kind of peel it off or erase it off, and it peels right off, like kind of rubbery. And yeah, so let me grab that. So this is the art stuff. It's called Frisket, or masking fluid. I think it's also called gum arabic. So it's kind of like feels like eraser shreddings when you're done with it. So yeah, this container costs about $6. You could probably get it for a bit cheaper. So I'm just checking how much is in this one. This one's 59 fluid ounces. So this is double the amount of this for almost half the price. Well, if it was the full price, it would be half. So just to let you know, we'll test it both, I think. So I need a little dish to put that in, though. And so I don't know, I think this should be good enough. Let's start with this one to begin with. So this one we can dip right in. Oh, of course it's not going to open. Ooh. Let me smell. Whoa! Okay, that's why definitely don't smell it. That stuff is nasty. I'm trying to think of what some type of glue it smells like. I am missing a pair of pliers. Oh, I know where they are. I created a tray to take downstairs. Just one sec. Okay, I found it, but it's on my desk under a bunch of stuff, so I'm going to leave it because we just need 2 pairs to start with. Let's do these in here. So I'm going to go all the way. Oh yeah. And I am going to just set it on this jar. You can't really see the jar. So I got it set like that, and we're going to let those dry. So let's cover this up. That's some crazy stuff. So I don't think this stuff smells the same. So I'm kind of surprised. I'm going to show you. So I haven't used this in a long time. Look at. So that's when it dries and you go to peel it off. That's what it's like. That's wild. I might just leave that. Yeah, it looks like the same stuff. I don't want to pour all of it in there, but I'll pour that back in and look what happened. Yeah, this one doesn't smell as bad. It smells a little more like rubber, like your erasers. This one's not as thick. So, I mean, depending, like, I think the other ones, now there I've dipped it a couple of times. It looks just as good as the other one. So, we will set those to dry. And let me pour this back in. And I might mix that with water and... No, you know what? I better not. When I'm using it for painting, I definitely mix it with water. It's way too thick to use. Unless you're doing something big that... So I am going to leave that like that and just... There. So there we go. So we have to leave that. So I can't really show you. So I am going to do some videos. Let's do, well, it's actually starting to dry already, I can see, and I might use my heat gun, but in the meantime I got a few things in the mail, so let's open those up and then maybe we'll do a video using the tools. And this stuff, I mean, it's not too bad because it dries, it peels right off, but I've got it all over my hands now. Let me get a tissue. Okay, so the first thing I got was these lovely pine cone charms or pendants. I guess depending on, you know, what you define as a pendant. They are kind of heavy. I use them as charms. I love them. I think they're so beautiful, and I'm trying to think. I think I do have one on a bracelet. I do. Look at that. So there's this bracelet here, and there's one of the charms. So it's very pretty. So I had bought these so long ago, and they were really expensive, and then I happened to see them on AliExpress for a good price, so I ordered those. So these came the other day actually, and there's the silver ones. They're so gorgeous, and I think they may have had some other like colors like the antique gold and stuff like that. So we have this. I No idea what's in these guys. I just got a notice from the Canada Post saying that they had not anticipated the amount of volume that they're getting, and that Canadians would be, because I guess Canadians are not that big of online shoppers. So these are beautiful. These, I'm guessing, are 4mm. No, they're 6mm. And these are supposed to be the same, but they really don't look the same. But they're gemstones, so it does vary. So these are 8s. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily put these together. They don't totally match, but they are beautiful. And I'm not sure what kind of stone they are, but they're lovely. Then we have this one. Some more of these. So these are rhinestones, and these are the smaller size. Because I had bought some. So these are, they're nice, but I would definitely pick through these, because I just, let me move this a bit here and enlarge it for you. As soon as I opened it, I saw, now it might be just that one, but let me check the post on the side. This one here, the post on the side is bent underneath instead of over. Yeah, I'm sure you could fix that, but these are not too bad. They were super cheap, and I don't know the price offhand, but they're nice. So yeah, so these are kind of a crystal with a rainbow AB. Oh, and I have some that are even smaller right here. So this is the first time I've ever got something like this. That's this kind of, the bags are dirty, but I don't keep the bags anyway. I usually toss them because I usually put these in something else. So these are really cute. These are nice. So I bought the larger rhinestones, and I found that they were hard to work with in a bracelet, like to create a bracelet with just the rhinestones. So I started doing some designs with a layer of other beads first, and then put the rhinestone on top. So I'm going to show you in probably the next video. So there, these are the tiny ones. They're kind of nice. Oh, okay, I got 2 bags of mix, I think, and that was just so that I can get an idea of all the. So yeah, these they're nice, but I think part of the quality of some of these is the presentation. And like this one's offset, and they're all really dirty. Like they need to be polished, which doesn't take much. You just rub it in your bead mat. But yeah, so it's kind of off, and actually that's not coming clean. And I don't know, they just look a bit wonky, but who knows, once you put it on a bracelet it probably will look better. So it's got the different colors. There's a green, so it's a nice way to get an idea of the different colors. They are pretty cool, the sparkliness of them. So, and again, like these things were so cheap that it's one of those things I order stuff and I'm like, if it's okay, so this is the different sizes. So this is the tiny one. So that's what I did, is I ordered the 2 sizes of everything. Oh, these are pretty. Wow. They are super. Let's see if we can get a head pin so we can see these properly. I don't know if the head pin's too big. I might need a needle. Yeah, see the bottom of this is sunken in. Let me see if they're all like that. Okay, so it's just there. Let me grab a needle. There, we might use that. Okay, let's see if we can pick these up. Yeah, that's better. Let's get the different ones so you get an idea of the colors. It's red. There. So it's pretty. I think there's a blue in here. Let me. No, it's kind of a green. This one's blue. There, yeah. So these are pretty. Actually, I could totally see these on a bracelet. Yeah. Because you won't see much of the metal part of it anyway. So yeah, we'll have to make a bracelet with these little ones. So that's good to know. And then these blue ones here, they're actually, I bet you they're called turquoise. I laugh because if there's something out there that's turquoise, you can bet I'm probably going to buy it. Something about the color. So I'm just going to put a few on my head pin and show you what they look like up close. And that one won't go on. So these are point back, so that's why they have the big cup. And just so you know that it's a little tight going through with the head pin. But there, those are beautiful. That's what they look like on the back. So these are really nice, these ones. Again, they're kind of like hazy on the front, so I don't know. Let me see if I can clean that a bit. All that did was, looks like I scratched it. Let's see if we can. Yeah, so these are a bit kind of. I don't know, I'd have to try some, maybe with some water. Let me just dab it a bit and clean it. See if it comes clean. Yeah, that's all it took. There you go. Those are pretty. So there should be 100 in each of these. And then we have even the bags feel weird, but look at how it's all hacked up. Now, of course, I mean, they get hacked up from the metal cups. These are pretty. Oh my god, they're so tiny. That's lovely. They're hard to hold on to, they're so tiny. There we go. And that's what it looks like on the side and the back. So there you go. Awesome. I'll probably use those today. Actually, probably use everything today. I just wanted to mention that I will be doing some leather wrap bracelets. I know that I haven't done that in a long time, and I'm sure people are wondering what's happening. But I'm just having fun with all this other stuff that I keep forgetting. But time to... Ooh, bicones. Ha! I have to look this up. I'm guessing this is 5,000 bicones. There was a... These look plastic. They do not look good at all. Eek. That is so... They're so light too, which makes me think they're plastic. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to bring this up. I'm pretty sure these are plastic. And you can see like the little plastic dust from the ends. So I got bamboozled on this one, I think. They were supposed to be glass bicones, but they definitely do not look like glass. So just 1 minute, I'll check. Okay, so I checked and it does say acrylic spacers, so I'm gonna see if I can return these. They were $3 for this bag of 2,000. I would not use them at all, so yeah, that's a shame. I mean, I could save it and make it for something, who knows what. But that happens every once in a while. So I have the tools. They are dry. And so this one here is the one we did with the Tool Magic. And so let's take a look at the one we did with this art frisket or masking fluid. So this one here is... because I had it sitting up like this, it dripped down a bit, so it definitely needs to be thicker. Now what you can do to make this thicker is you can put some in a container and just leave it out in the air for say an hour and it will thicken up. Or you can dip this a second time. But this one here is very smooth, which it's still a bit rubbery so that you can grip things with, but I feel like this one, because it's very sticky and rubbery, would probably grasp things more. You can see how it's hanging on to my nail. That's gonna, because it's not completely dry, you see how that will just peel off this. So this one, I think so this one actually stays on better. See, it's not peeling off. This one is peeling off. So they both have their pros and cons, but you know what? I think this is gonna work. So let's take a bead cap and see what happens, because my stuff is all mashed up. Let me get a gold one. It might be easier to see what happens. So let's try this one first. Go ahead and squeeze it. So that's a bit of a very, very tiny scratch, but that may be just as it bends, it you see a little line. So yeah, this worked really well, this one here. But it looks like this is peeling off already. Yeah, it's already starting to peel off. So this, I would say, in a pinch, you could use that. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, look at that. That tore off right away. I didn't even squeeze it, and it's already tearing off. Let me see. Yeah, I can't even close it. It might be that that is just a hard one. Let me see if I do it this way. Yeah, it's not gripping at all. It's a little too slippery. So you almost need a combination of the two. There. It just takes a bit of elbow grease, and that worked great. So yeah, so it did compress. Now here's the other thing too, is I didn't let this dry for it says to let it dry for 3 hours. So I used my heat gun to dry it. So there's the... So I think definitely if I let it dry longer, that will do a lot better. So that's great. I will try that and let you know how that works. I will re-dip this and try it on these guys, but definitely nobody did any scratching, so definitely worth a try. So there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.